Many of us begin our professional journeys with optimism, only to find ourselves in workplaces that promote burnout, offer inadequate support, and fail to provide fair compensation. This disillusionment can make the daily grind feel like a prison sentence, a countdown to retirement. Yet, the power to change this narrative lies not with a flawed company, but within yourself. This book is a guide to reclaiming that power. It argues that by shifting your focus from external validation to internal advocacy, you can design a professional life that supports, rather than drains, your personal happiness and purpose. The journey begins with a fundamental realization: you are the only person who can ultimately save you from a career you hate. The author's own turning point came from a place of deep professional misery. Stuck in a toxic human resources role that involved constantly firing people, her health, relationships, and mental state deteriorated. The spark for change arrived unexpectedly, through a magazine article about someone taking a drastic, personal risk to improve their life. This inspired her to take her own bold step, which symbolized a commitment to prioritizing her well-being. That single act of self-advocacy unlocked a cascade of positive changes: seeking therapy, pursuing a passion for writing, and ultimately building a successful independent career. Her story underscores the core message: waiting for an employer to fix your happiness is a losing bet. The first move must be your own. A critical step in this process is to dismantle the idea that your job title defines your worth. In social settings, we often lead with our professions, but this career identity statement is profoundly limiting. You are a complex individual with passions, relationships, and dreams that exist far outside your office walls. The modern cult of overwork, where long hours and constant availability are badges of honor, steals the time and energy needed to nurture those other parts of yourself. The solution is to consciously become a professional slacker, not by being lazy, but by setting strict boundaries to protect your personal time. This isn't about reduced productivity, it's about intelligent productivity. One executive, drowning in after-hours demands, simply redefined emergency with her team. The result was a dramatic drop in off-clock communications and a significant boost in team morale and her own life satisfaction. By refusing to let work consume your entire identity, you create space for a richer, more balanced existence. When you decide to make a change, whether launching a new project or shifting careers, a powerful tool to ensure success is the pre-mortem. Unlike a post-mortem, which analyzes failure after the fact, a pre-mortem involves visualizing everything that could go wrong before you begin. This exercise, shown to increase success rates by nearly a third, counters our superstitious avoidance of negative thinking. By proactively identifying potential pitfalls, like running out of funds as a new entrepreneur or struggling to find clients, you can develop solutions in advance. This strategic pessimism is the mark of a pragmatic dreamer. It allows you to take calculated risks without burning your life down. Sometimes, a thorough pre-mortem might reveal that the obstacles you face are internal and would follow you to a new job, guiding you to address them right where you are, with the security of a steady income. Central to advocating for yourself is the often uncomfortable act of demanding fair financial compensation. Corporate structures are designed to maximize shareholder and executive wealth, often at the expense of employee wages. While this disparity is frustrating, there is a lesson to be learned from the confidence of those at the top, they ask. Cultivating that same sense of entitlement to your own value is crucial. The author learned this after starting her own consultancy. Her desire to do good work for nonprofits left her business floundering in debt. She realized that to make a sustainable impact, she needed financial stability. This meant budgeting, cutting expenses, and, most importantly, becoming adept at negotiating payment, even if it came in non-monetary forms like valuable connections or promotional opportunities. Getting your financial house in order isn't greed, it's the foundation that grants you the freedom to pursue work that is truly meaningful. If you feel stagnant or stuck in a role that offers no challenge, the most effective action is to learn something new. Purpose and growth are essential human needs, and a job devoid of either leads to boredom and guilt. The author experienced this in a role with so little work that she filled her days wandering museums. It was only when a colleague suggested pursuing a professional certification that she found the engagement she craved. Learning injected her days with purpose and equipped her with tangible skills for the future. You can apply this principle by identifying a skill gap noted in a performance review or an area of personal interest, and then leveraging the vast array of free online resources to study it. Committing to continuous learning ensures you are always growing and preparing for future opportunities, making you less vulnerable to the whims of a dissatisfying job. This proactive, self-led approach extends to the job search itself. Being a smart job seeker means looking beyond posted listings. It involves researching companies you admire, understanding their challenges, and thoughtfully reaching out to decision-makers with ideas, not just a resume. It's about building a network before you need it and viewing your career as a long-term series of strategic moves rather than a desperate leap from a bad situation. This mindset helps you avoid the most dangerous career mistake, quitting in a rage. While walking out may feel triumphant in the moment, it often leads to regret, financial pressure, and a damaged professional reputation. A strategic exit, planned with savings and a clear next step, preserves your power and options. Ultimately, the goal is to become the kind of advocate for yourself that you wish every company's HR department would be. Since most organizations fall short in genuinely supporting their employees, you must fill that role. This means managing your own career development, ensuring your compensation reflects your value, protecting your mental health with boundaries, and planning your path with clear-eyed strategy. By betting on yourself, investing time, energy, and courage into your own well-being and growth, you build a life and career that are resilient, fulfilling, and entirely your own. The transformation begins not with a new job offer, but with the decision to stop being a passive participant in your own story and start being its author.